morning, agents. As you move through your business, you're on two sides of the spectrum. There's the spectrum of working on your business, and there's the spectrum of working in your business. I want you to think about where you reside inside your business today. How much time do you working in the business? And what I mean by this is, how much time do you prospect? How much time do you do lead follow-up? How much time do you work with buyers? How much time do you work with sellers? How much time do you do market research? How much time are you working inside the business on day in and day out activities? On the other side of the coin is working on the business. Working and developing systems, strategies, tools, systemization in regards to your technology. It could be things like your lead follow-up. It could be your listing package. It could be your buyer package. It could be your forms. It could be your contracts. It could be the working and developing and refining the systemization for your sphere of influence. It could be any type of system, strategy, tool that helps you do more business, contain the business you have, and take your business to a whole other level. My observation is that the people who are on the in the business side or on the business side are really of two different mindsets. We get people who become emphatic. They become fanatical in regards to what side they work on. So let's just think about this. There's so many people who get caught up in the mire of working on the business, working for the deals that might come, making sure everything is set up right for when it happens. But one day, someday, they'll be ready. Now, there's some wisdom in that, as long as it doesn't get too over the top. And what I mean by that is, if all you're doing is working on the business, well, the reality is that you will have no business to put into the new system that you've created and that you've worked on. On the flip side, if you are only working in the business, well, then what's interesting is that as you start to do more business because you don't work on the business, then all of a sudden more business, now listen to this closely, more business represents or equals more pain. So as you look at your business, as a general rule, what I want you to think about is 80% of my time needs to be working in the business, and 20% of my time needs to be working on the business. Now, for me, from the standpoint of look what I do every day, I'm just going to give you one example, is that my Mondays, my Tuesdays, my Thursday, and my Friday, specifically those 4 days, are about working in the business. It's where I am recruiting. It's where I am coaching. It is where I am training. It is where I'm working diligently every single day to do the daily activities that bring success to the company. But notice I did not say Wednesdays, because my Wednesdays are isolated for working on the business. Now, early on in my career, I'll have to tell you that I often just simply did this. I worked every day in the business, Monday through Friday, and even part of Saturday mornings. And then my evenings, oftentimes late into the hours, were working on the business. My weekends were working on the business as a majority. So look, that balance between in and on is a critical factor to high-level success. Your systems, your strategies, and the tools that you implement in regards to working on the business are no question, especially if you want to do volume, are as important as working in the business. So I don't know where you are, but I want you to simply assess. I want to give a call to action that you sit down and reflect. Pull out your journal, pull out the notepad, and say, be honest with yourself. How much time do you really work on the business? See, there's a lot of you who love working on the business. So then you don't have to work in the business, such as prospecting, presenting, knocking doors, calling your sphere, doing the things that are critical on working in the business that bring volume. Now, I have a belief. My belief is that if you produce enough business, you come to a crossroads. And the crossroads is this. You either slow down your business and literally self-sabotage it because more business equals more pain, because the systems, the strategies, the technologies, and the tools are not in place, or you continue to drive your business and the working in the business, and that because there is volume to your business, it automatically expands your desire and frankly, almost the force of working on the business. Gang, as you move through your business, recognize it is not just one or the other. It's not just having this successful in the business side. It's also being successful working on the business. Working on the business creates legacy. It creates longevity. It creates consistency. It creates joy in your business, excitement in your business. It creates happiness to your business, that when you have business, you can handle more business. It's where you're able to scale your business. You're able to do more in your business. And of course, if you can't generate business and feed the machine, that is problematic also. So do everything you can every day that you're supposed to be working in the business to fuel the business by the activities of talking with people on the phone, talking to people at the door, talking to people in any way, shape, or form, and conveying a powerful message of how you can help them to buy or sell real estate. And then elevating your business in regards to your communication skills. All of these things, scripts and dialogues, are about working on the business, not in the business. Refining your presentation at a listing or a buyer is about working on the business so that when you go work in the business, you're successful. I hope this makes sense today. But wherever you are in the journey of your business, I'm going to again call you to action. Make sure you sit down and you're honest with yourself. Where are you spending your time? And I want you to reflect and get real honest with yourself and recognize that 80% of your time needs to be spent in working in, and then the other 20% working on. And as you do so, I know those percentages will not be perfect. But what I do know is there's a message there. I'm going to feed the machine, and I'm going to create a machine that can handle the business I bring in. And that in the end of the day, more business equals more joy. More business equals more happiness. More business is a lot more fun because you took the time, the energy, the effort, the late nights, the weekends, whatever it is, that 20% as you drove strong the systems, the strategies, the technologies, the tools to build a business that truly has strength to withstand the stand the test of time and has the longevity of something very special. Have an extraordinary day, and remember, work in the business and on the business. Nothing you can't learn, nothing you can't do. Let's go kick butt today. Have an extraordinary day, and I'll talk to you soon.